Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Digest, and today is Thursday. Today, Thursday, in the house of the Nosigways is the day the Lord has made because they are Baba. The Baba of the family, Pa Frank Nosigwe, is 70. I hope he doesn't feel offended. He's 70 today. Frank Nosigwe is 70. And before I forget, also, Thursdays we try to do a bit things that are a bit social. You know, it's all part of life. The Daily Digest was not set up just to be talking politics, or diabumi. It's also for us to discuss all kinds of things, football and so on and so forth. Today we'll look at the social side of life. I'd like to congratulate my good friend Fala Adeola, who's the chairman of Iwos Lagoon, for the new hospital that, is set up. My good friend Fala just unfortunately turned 70 before me. I say unfortunately because I always wish I was older than him. One thing I respect about him is that you always find his hands in things that are unique and things of good standard and of benefit to society. And when you remember the Guarantee Trust Bank that he pioneered, you remember Faith Foundation, then you won't be surprised that what used to be known as Lagoon and is now Iwosan Lagoon, he heads that enterprise somewhat as a chairman. So congratulations, fella. Well done. A good legacy you're leaving behind at 70. I just wish one day I could wake up and discover that I was older than him. Yes, so I can always see him and always call him a bro. That would be a good delight. But when I just sit back, like today, Frankie is 70. Fola was 70 not too long ago. I'm still like trailing behind. And I remember all the things we did as teenagers, sometimes it makes you happy, sometimes it makes you sad. Anyway, today I've told Frank that he has to come online. We're going to talk to him, find out what he's feeling. And also, there's a story in an online publication that I found quite upsetting, that involves one of our top people. I don't want to mention names. I don't want to go at anybody. I just want to talk in general because I know this particular person, he listens to my program. He's a governor that he listens to my program, or at least once his name is mentioned, it will be passed on to him, but I won't mention his name. But I need to tell him some one or two things. Because we have a society we need to rebuild. That's just what it is. And we will continue to worry our leaders to do the right things. Or else, like I told Bolaji, my cousin, who sent me all the videos and whatever of what was going on there, I said, this is a good time to die. So that usually Yorubas have a prayer that says, Kujumari Ibi. Ibi is very wide. Ibi is something evil that the eyes should not behold. I think I've seen enough of this to actually begin to say that I'm probably getting fed up. Year after year, day after day, the kind of stories you hear in Nigeria. So we'll mention that. Is Nosigwe on the line? Pa Nosigwe.
How are you, sir?
You must get you must get used to being called Pa. Address you formally.
They call me Baba.
No, they call you Pa. They call you Pa Nosigwe.
So I be Bobo. I not be Baba.
Yeah, well, go carry your face cap, go put for somewhere. So anyway, when you woke up this morning, Mr. Frank Nosigwe, what went through your mind?
Hello?
When you woke up, it didn't do, Baba. When you woke up this morning, what went? I have to raise my voice so that he will hear. When you woke up this morning, what went through your mind?
No, they woke me up.
Who are they?
My granddaughters from Abuja.
Okay.
They came into town yesterday.
Yes.
I just saw somebody shaking the door. I said,
what were you doing at that time?
Eh?
Were you still sleeping?
I was still sleeping because I didn't sleep early. Some people made a point of calling me around midnight.
Yes.
And your friend, whom you popularly call Sunday, you and I know.
Yes. Sunday. Paku Yoro, he called you.
1 a.m.
Sheriff, yeah.
What are you be mega? He keeps calling.
No, but they usually say that with the older you get, the less you sleep. I'm having that problem now.
The thing is, okay, fine. I don't feel any different at 70.
Yeah.
I still feel I'm young until I try doing some things. The one you and Shegun Akwata said, trying to stretch my hand to my back towards the back of my hair. That's when he done something. Baba, you see him that well. Or when you see your children outside and people addressing them as ma. That's why. But they wear jeans and t-shirt now. So that's when it gets home to you. But above all, we thank God.
We thank God for His mercy.
Go where we want when we want.
But Nigeria has been good to you and I.
Very much so.
And I'd like everybody to know that, ironically, by sheer coincidence, I also went to school with his wife. Is she there?
Yes, you are very correct. You see, the saddest thing about it is that the people you are trying to get to know to get the society better.
Yes.
They just turn the deaf ear to all your pleadings and stuff.
Yes.
Forgetting that they were doing all this harmonizing for their own benefit. We enjoyed Nigeria, you know. How much was my fare when I went to tertiary in England? 150 naira. At London. Book school fees, accommodation, everything. 200 naira. Yes, converted to pounds. So
Frank, do you remember those days when you take a British, it was British Caledonian then, and you get that at Gatwick? Yes. And then people want to buy your naira off you.
Not just that. If you go to Liverpool Street, Oxford Street, you are Nigeria. Do you have nairas? I'm not correct. Not nairas. It's naira.
Sheriff, don't pretend not to hear this. We are not doing anything for you. We are telling
because it's funny. We are on our way out. Like one of my friends will say, Sky, we are in the departure lounge already. They've given us boarding pass.
Departure lounge.
The people that have even started the journey, that we are.
Sheriff, you mind yourself.
Turn your thinking cap and sort things that don't go after 10,000 and start calling black white. They don't seem to realize, you know. I don't start. If Nigeria gets better today, me and my father 10 years.
But today is also your wedding anniversary for 40 years.
No, actually, it's December 17th. But trust your
You can't
friend.
wait.
She said, I'm at Shemeji on December 17th, 1983. That's when
you married.
But Dodger now says,
can you tell me what's it like, Frank? Marrying and living with the same woman for 40 years. Oleo.
Only, but like you see, both of you have to make up your mind that this thing has to work.
Yes. Especially when you have children.
Yes. Amanjagon. We still fought yesterday.
But you made up.
The reception will go and everything, but we don't carry it till the next day. You see, the important thing is when you get into not just relationship, when it gets to the level of marriage, just make up your mind. I'm in it for the long haul. It has to work. Even if people perceive you as being weak.
But you are older than me. You didn't tell me this way back then now.
Would you listen? You won't listen now. Yeah, you won't listen. Sheriff,
what do you...
Jimmy not going to listen.
Yes, sir.
Jimmy has been a hothead since...
See who said I'm painting the town red, though?
We know now.
Frank, Gladys is listening. We know ourselves. By the car. Don't prod me.
He's threatening you, sir.
Don't prod me.
He's threatening you. Uncle Jimmy is threatening you.
Hey, Sheriff, you know why I say enough it?
Why?
I'm Delta Igbo, but now Lagos Island them.
Correct.
It's a Lagos, no,
but the father for Delta for Lagos. Okay, now let me. Does it occur? So it occurs to you, as you said, you are in departure lounge. It occurs to you that you could be gone any minute. How do you handle that? How do you process that in your head?
That I could become enemies.
You could be gone any minute. When you are 70, you could sleep and not wake up. You could be gone.
I don't think.
You're ready.
Such morbid thoughts don't cross my mind. If it comes now.
Have you given your life?
I have, but that's a personal experience.
I didn't say that's it. I said have you. It's a yes or no. I didn't say you should tell me how.
I have.
You have. Me too. Me too. I gave my life long time ago.
But
people don't.
Giving your life to Christ doesn't mean you won't falter along the way, small.
You must falter small.
All of us are striving. to make the kingdom now. But anybody that says look at this one, he's a bloody sinner, then he too, no matter what title you call him, deacon, pastor, Geo, he too are saints. Because
okay, before you go, because I know you have to. It's 9:21.
You know,
this
time flies when you are.
Time flies. Oh my God! I was going to ask you when we go on break, we'll still come back to you a little bit. But are you ready for the boys?
Very, very, very.
Oh, me long in our water that they drink.
Are they on ground at the event center now? Are they wait on?
Oh, you're already there.
The drinks must be frozen now.
They should have been frozen. They should have been frozen from yesterday.
Yes.
But you're very good. You follow my programs and you follow current affairs.
Yes. Sir.
What message do you have for this young generation, so we can wrap it up in 2 minutes?
The message I have for this young generation.
Yes.
Whether the country goes north or south, whatever, you must be part of it. Don't let some fuddy-duddies like us fool you into believing that I'll be behind you. First of all, ask them, where are your own children?
Exactly.
Your children are abroad. They will give you 50. How much is 50,000 when you convert it to dollars? But their children are in Ivy League schools out there in the West. But they use you to cause all the while. At the end of the day, you will be at the losing end.
Okay, Frank.
Let them open their ears and their eyes.
Okay, Frank, I got to let you off now.
Well, my brother.
Well, it was nice talking to you. I won't stretch you for So after the break, we'll talk about something else.
You want to.
But I wish you.
404 this, 404.
No, me on Jajao. No, please stop that joke. Stop that. Okay, Frank, I gotta go. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, my brother.
Is this guy coming? Was it Sunday? Is it Sunday, Bo?
Who?
Sunday, is he coming?
I said I am be first.
Make sure I don't sit next to him. I don't want to sit next to that Baba. Thank you very much. Okay, Frank. Thank you.
All right, my brother.
Thank
God bless you. Real good.
Okay, so
don't stop telling them. I beg.
I won't stop. I promise you, I won't. Okay, so I've been talking to my good friend Frank Nasegwe. He's 70 today. We'll take a short break. When I come back, we'll continue with the program. So don't go away.
Conversations.
Where else can you get it? Then, the station best in talk.
That's why education is the main thing. Once you kill education, you can control the people.
Africans just like to blame.
It's our constitution ban military from intervention in the government.
Yeah, if you want to destroy any country, kill the education. It's as simple as that.
Former terrorists who are undergoing rehabilitation are now saying that the government's promise to pay them $30,000 has failed, and for that reason, they are on the streets protesting.
Possession doesn't win you matches round.
No, but if they can't hold on to the ball, they cannot score.
Another thing again is our officiating, especially in the league. Why is it that Nigerian referees are not selected for CAF tournaments or CAF matches?
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Informing and entertaining is what we do.
Aren't you sick of blaming someone? Aren't you even sick of a situation?
Sometimes, even if your president wants to do the best for you, they will tell him, my friend, don't do that.
These things don't just go away like,
Tune in round the clock.
Are you tired of all the noise and speculation in the news? On Hard Fact, we cut through the clutter and get straight to the truth.
if only Fubra has been aware of the boo-boo trap, he would have understood in democracy there are bases for everybody to do accordingly.
Join us as we bring you the stories that matter. We go beyond the headlines to uncover the real facts and the core of every story.
We are doing this, we are doing that. At the end of the day, nothing good will come out. What did they promise us? They will be in charge of security and life and whatever. But what are we getting in return?
With in-depth analysis and experts' interviews, Hard Facts delivers the truth that others dare not to reveal. Tune into Hard Facts every weekday, 3 to 6 p.m. and arm yourself with the knowledge you need to navigate today's complex world. Hard Facts, where the truth always prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Every parent wants to see their child growing up happy and healthy. Introducing Renzo Vitamins for Kids, a secret to your child's daily nutrition and boundless joy. With Renzo Vitamins, your child will have the energy to embrace every moment and unlock their full potential. Give your child a head start in life with Renzo Vitamins for Kids, because a happy child is a healthy child.
I want a university that gives me equal chances at being a relevant part of the future of Africa. And I know just the school to make this dream a reality. That's why I'm working hard to make it into the 2024-2025 session at Wigwe University. My name is Adaolisa Chindu.
Wigwe University, where the fearless make history. Visit www.wigweuniversity.edu.
Okay, so this is your total. Do you need anything else?
Yeah, I'd like to pay for the person at the
now.
back. In fact, add 1 pack of Malta Guinness.
Guy, I won't give you my number. Why are you paying for me?
I just feel like doing good. I don't need a reason to share goodness.
Goodness is not just an expression, it's a way of life. So share the goodness with someone today.
Bro, one for me too, Abby.
Yes, so 1 cold Malta Guinness for you too.
Malta Guinness. Enjoy a world of good.
It is easier to talk of poverty than to think of the poor.
Our further to negotiate with the European Union by December this year. 4,000 MOUs will be deployed in Europe.
To create a minimum standard of life below which no human being can fall is the elementary duty of the democratic state.
Kill corruption in our society. Let the poor breathe. Don't suffocate them.
133 million Nigerians in multi-dimensional poverty is an open veldt.
We're seeing in Nigeria today, it's a tragedy that we are all witnessing, because as we see things falling apart, the pressure instead is corruption.
And the people rail.
So the poor now is choking. The poor is suffocating.
Against politicians who equivocate.
People are not going to vote because everybody's angry with the government.
Theorize, postulate, dramatize.
I cannot vote anybody. I cannot vote for anybody again.
While the trite politics reduce even our very culture to the level of our poverty. And so, you must know that not chance, not odds, but choice is the most fortunate of our options. The people must choose the state. On Nigeria Info. Coming soon.
Your hustle just found powerful partners. HP laptop powered by 11th generation Intel Core i7 processor is built to get you closer to your goal. Enjoy long battery life so you can work for hours without interruption, plus impressive speed and performance to match your grit and determination. The HP ProBook 430 G8 Notebook PC 2X73EA powered by 11th generation Intel Core i7 processor is available at all Congress stores. Call 070-806-35700 or visit conga.com for more information. HP with Intel, the technology partners of your hustle. Look for Intel.
Buy the special Ovaltine pack with 4 sachets and 1 free for every school day. That's not all. Ovaltine is enriched with calcium, vitamin B12, and malt to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
The I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Competition is back. The challenging and well-researched topics.
It says CBDC is easier and faster.
Given the economic climate of some countries.
2/3 of the world population have abolished the death penalty. Yes.
You mentioned that they don't no longer settle land disputes like
the points and the counterpoints.
In line with research, Nigeria sets out an increasing number of skilled workers.
You look at the points that you made about it being manipulated by the media. Secondly, my opponent says that it increases volume of clean and fit loads. Well,
the confidence and the test battle.
We make it sound that the agreement doesn't have a set of rules and regulations.
There are different safety measures that Okada riders do flaunt.
A child has not been properly academically satisfied.
Secondary school students in Lagos will go shoulder to shoulder in the I Beg to Differ Secondary School Tournament to contest who deserves the crown. The I Beg to Differ competition is back this February on Nigeria Info FM. For sponsorship, call 0908-885-1862. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, yeah, welcome back to the Daily Digest, the Jimi Disu, and that was Mr. Frank Nosegbe. We'll call him Pa Frank Nosegbe. Since once you're 70, you become a Pa. Okay, there's another issue that came up that I'd like to, focus my attention on without causing a stir. But before I do that, I'd like to sympathize with Moody, my good friend Moody. All of you know the designer. Moody lost his mom and joined the group of orphans, people like us that are orphans. And I've said to anybody who wants to listen that I'm looking for. I need to be adopted. So if you know any person who wants to adopt a full-grown Baba, a bit cantankerous Baba, but can manage him. Anyway, Moody, sorry, that sorry just means sorry, but remember that it's a celebration in itself. I think his mom was 90. His mom was 90 before she passed away. So
I think she was 92.
92. Where did you see that she was 92?
Moody told me now.
Oh, he told you? Oh, okay. So we are both going to Wari?
By God's grace.
Yes. No, I will send you.
The celebration of life.
Yes, celebration of life. Okay, so that is that. So back to what I said. I don't want to cause a stir. I don't want to. But I think there's a need. The job that I do, and maybe a bit of my age, calls for the need for us to intervene when things like this happen. So there's a news on one of the online papers that one of our governors who attended some party out of the country. Even though he was later to tweet that, the magazine said that he was missing in action in his state, but it was later to tweet that, he had some official function and used the opportunity to attend some social events to strengthen ties. Oh, come on. Stop. I think that was just an addition. It was some Nigerian rich babe, usually Mama must see these things. That is the problem with the elite. Not only do they want to have the money, they must be seen to have the money. Not only do they want it to be seen that they have the money, it must be felt that they had the money. Not only must they see that they must be felt to have the money, it must oppress other people. And that issue, we must show them. And whatever anybody does with this money is none of my business, really. If a lot of people who have a denied childhood, if they want to indulge in kindergarten things later in age, that's their business, not mine. Where I get a bit worried is the symbolism that looks like a chief executive of a state who is necessary for him to be seen on ground at all times. If he's on leave, he's on leave. Where you would create an impression that, this gentleman, took private jet or whatever it is and went for this party, roamed around for 2-3 days. I guess after this tweet, which is an afterthought, I guess that one is intended to cover the real thingy. But nobody is fooled by all this. The truth of the matter is this, and if he doesn't know, if people around won't tell him, I will tell him the truth. When you're a leader, there's a lot of sacrifice. And that's why people say that leadership is sacrifice. There are some things you can't afford to indulge in. It's a sacrifice you have to make. You can't eat your cake and have it. You can't be a leader and want to live your life as usual. All those who are close to you that tell you, are you not supposed to? Life doesn't go that way. Your people, look at the symbolism. Your people are in abject poverty. They're suffering. They expect you, if anything, to be on your toes. A major incident happens, nothing from you directly. You were not seen in action. And then, he now says that, okay, you were busy partying. The photographs are there. We've got some photographs. And I want to plead with this gentleman that please take up the responsibility that has been given unto you. Take up the responsibility in your word and in deed. Your word got into trouble recently. Deed is also, these things that are in trouble. And remember that there is life after public office. How will it be read by your children when they grow up to a point that you misbehaved and so on and so forth? A governor who was called Owambe in 1968, the name still goes with him up till today. He's dead. So not only do we do this, we also should do it for legacy. Our leaders have to show responsibility and good behavior. You don't expect a governor, for example, to be spraying. There's a lot of that in the social media, our bars and whatever. These little things are the things that put a strain on society. Because guess what? People who see these things happening, sometimes you find a lot of them, quote and unquote, wanting to be like that person. When I was young, for example, I always had a strong admiration for Zeke. And as a young boy, I just because I was a rebel, I had reservations about Awo. Not that I didn't like him, but I was just a rebel. It was just like, what is it? Why must everybody? Okay, I beg to differ. That rebellious spirit in you, but today, now that I know what I know, Awolowo was probably one of the best leaders we never had, like Ojukwu said. Go to YouTube and hear Tafawa Balewa speak. And look at little snippets of his life. He was so humble. That is what leaders are made of. Look at the president of Tanzania. The state had to buy him a bungalow at the end of his tenure. That's what good leaders are made of. Look at Rawlings. So it's important because one of the things that has led us to this dire situation that we find ourselves in is because people have played follow your leader with those who led us not too long ago. That's where the issue of settlement came. That's when there was no longer bribery. It was called settlement. It was rumored that during a cabinet meeting, one minister complained to the other, that his allocation hadn't come, and whoever was ahead at that time just told them, go and settle yourselves, go and settle. And since that time, we haven't recovered. A lot of people don't know there was a time you had CID all over the ministries. All over the ministries, we called them CID in those days. All over the ministries, who were looking out for even clerks that were taking 10 naira bribe. I worked in the civil service, albeit for 1 year. But the things that happened at that time, I can never forget. There was CID everywhere. If somebody, took as much as whatever. You remember the day I told you about the story of Uncle Ganiu, my uncle. Uncle Ganiu would never talk to you. He worked in P&T. He would never talk to you in a corner, in whispers. That is what we had. Look at what we have now. Look at what we have now. Look at the amount, the sums that people are being accused of stealing. You remember the one that was charged yesterday, and Sheriff and I were cracking up about, how whichever way it is, the money has been compromised. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to beg this, we will continue to beg because we don't want bad examples being shown to our children. We don't want. Nigeria is not going to go anywhere if the youth look up, if the youth want to follow what I will call gangsterism behavior. It's not going to happen. We're not going to go anywhere if all our youth want to be is to be rich and spend the money so that everybody can see. And you can see where it's gotten us. Look at the Yahoo people now. I was at game once when they came and bought about 4 75-inch TVs. Who does that? Sorry, Itwa. I don't mean to breach your copyright. Who does that? But for one house. They came in flip-flops and whatever. They bought 4 stabilizers, 4 TV guard, 4 stands, 4. we need, if you are a leader, you need to set, a very good example. And let me tell you, Augusta, there is no boo anywhere. You can't. The Yorubas will say, "Masheni mamo." If you don't want people to know what you are doing, don't do it. That's it. If you don't want people to know what you're doing, don't do it. So I'd like to plead with like I said, I'm tired of controversy. I'm tired of fighting all that. Let's even now, we can't do it in Abele because I don't go in the same circles with these people. I don't want anybody to come and, like Femi Additional will say, put Indian hemp in my pocket. It's in a literal way of speaking. It's not whatever. So I'd like to plead with the handlers too, If you are an SSC or whatever to a governor, you should be able to stand your ground when you see something that is not right. Let it be written in the annals of that because you stood your ground, you lost your job. The man is going to come back years later to appreciate you in a manner that would even surprise you. That's what SAs advisors are for. Not to come and justify wrongdoing. I was highly disappointed. I got some of the videos and so on and so forth, and I just thought I should mention it and leave out the name, leave you guessing who it might be, but in principle. So we'll then open up our lines now. 0700 993 993 993 0201 465 7190 for you to let's hear your comments. But please, let's try and today let's have an academic exercise. Okay, don't let's call anybody out. You're free. What the story itself is on the social media, so you can go find it. But by the way, I wonder if you ever have time to read a blog that I produced for close to 10 years, jimidisu.com. Why it's not popular is because I don't delve in somebody is sleeping with somebody's wife, this one. No, is bulk of it is the materials that I've produced, but a lot of things that come my way, and we can, for intellectual discourse, things that would stimulate. I don't have anything against those who do the other ones. Oh, they're making a killing, they're making all the money. But life, you can't do what everybody is doing. You do what is, kind of close to your heart. And so find time to always go there. Just browse through it. In 10, 15 minutes, you are done. Because the more you people look at it, then the little change I might get. Because I haven't gotten anything. I like you. That's why I like you. There's something called, just go there so that my numbers can go up. When I started this thing innocently about 10 years ago or more. I didn't even have any income involved. But when I can tell you a bit of my history, this government under Jonathan, they showed me shaggy. They kept hacking. The station where I was under Jonathan, sometimes everybody will keep calling. We can't hear you, this and that, even online. But as for that blog, so I had to take the whole thing lock, stock, and barrel to the UK to go and set up in the watertight, and I pay a premium for that. But you remember Forex was good in those days, but now, now I think about it. So we'll open up our lines. Let's be civil, okay? I don't want any controversy. I'm tired. Let's just express yourself. And it's an open mic. So if there's any other thing that you want to talk about, I don't talk my own, you talk your own. Can we pick the first call? Hello, good morning.
Hey.
Kelvin. Huh?
I greet you.
Hey, Kelvin, how now? Come, make we go Nosegbe party now. Make I come carry you.
Uncle Jimmy, I don't know the weather. I don't know which night chop. That doesn't worry me.
Come go chop. You said this thing go day 404.
I chop 404. I beg you. I love those past anything. Uncle Jimmy, Nigerians don't know that there was a time Bill Clinton left Air Force One running.
Yes.
For having a haircut.
Yes.
He paid dearly for it.
Yes.
That is the place to copy democracy, so we see where our parties are from. Even though I have my reservations about most of these things the West brought to us, religion, democracy, and the rest. He paid dearly for it. That's the reason, one of the reasons I love the great Obafemi Awolowo. Even though I was in secondary school in '87 when he died, he impacted a lot. That's the books he wrote and some of the things, the YouTube and all of the things I've seen about him. The man has a lot of impact on me because one of the disciplined leaders Nigerians have
very, very disciplined, Kelvin.
Yes.
Very, very, very disciplined.
He was in prison. I was still writing books. Even though some of my Kalakuta friends will say, "What did you do with this hour?" Because I know most of them don't like
No, I mean, I don't know why. It was a funny thing because I didn't even stop to think. There was myself, Fatch, Rexy. There were some of us all shrine boys. You get now Kalakuta, all the you like. They lifted the ban on politics today. By the next day, he had manifesto.
Fantastic man. Nigeria missed somebody there. They don't know. And it
so organized, Sheriff. Discipline.
To hunt us for a very long time. A man that even the former British Prime Minister was telling Queen at the time that the way I'm saying this man, he can govern two countries at the same time simultaneously.
Yes.
That was how fast he was.
And to show you his level of discipline, which we made fun of in Unilag, he said publicly that he hadn't had anything to do with his wife, I think, since 1957.
Yes.
Just because he wanted to be focused.
Yes.
What you get it, Jerry?
Yes.
Like, is there anybody who can do so likewise?
I know about what you're saying.
Okay.
The other things what you talk about.
I know. But we need to change this country. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kelvin. Nice talking to you. Let's pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle JD.
Morning. This is Mrs. Oboli. Abby? Yes. I cannot ask that. Can I ask her to follow me to the party?
No.
Mr. Oboli.
No.
Mr. Oboli not going to break my head. Okay, Mrs. Oboli, go.
Uncle Jimmy, I want to thank you and Nigeria Info for allowing me to speak with BRF on the day he came to the show.
He's working on it, too, by the way. I should let you know.
Yes. They just called to ask after my son.
So they called. Okay, that's very good. That's very good.
Uncle Jimmy, these people that do these politicians say, if only Mama could see me. Uncle Jimmy, if only they can remember that there's a tomorrow.
They can't. That is a result of a denied childhood. But even if you have a denied childhood, yes.
It's no good. It's no good. Even the man that called me concerning my son said, I commend the two of you, husband and wife, for handling this boy for 14 years. Others have dumped their children, not tending to them. They'll just abandon them. But you said you will continue to seek an education for him. For that reason,
yes,
you will do something about it. And Nigeria Info made it possible. Uncle Jimmy,
yes.
I can't thank you enough. God bless you. Bless the station. And I know when they finally do it, I'll still come back to say what happened. Thank you, Uncle Jimmy, for always speaking up. God bless you, sir.
Yeah. 9:49. I think we can take a last call.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
This Zoboli always makes one get emotional. I want to go and drink a long fagging bottle. She's making tears come from her eyes now.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, though. But why did you say it yourself?
No, this is Mrs.
I did not say I almost said it, but I said
let me just keep quiet. But they are working on it, and I'm glad they've called her. That is what you see when I say that this man is my hero of some sort. Did you ever hear him in any social? All kinds of things have been ascribed to him. That goes with the terrain leadership. He has also he lives in Ikoyi, does that, all that. But did you ever hear him in any social scandal? No, answer me now.
Difficult.
It's difficult. It's not that he doesn't enjoy himself. But he knew that the position that he holds, he knows what he demands. I don't know why we've been a bit unlucky. If there was another one who we had who would open and close nightclubs.
Could you?
I don't know where we get all these leaders. He will open the door, we never close with them. There was one day I called to find out, where is this man on May Day? I heard Baba was So when I said it on air, his aides got very angry with me. I said, how can you be at children's parade on May Day? Only God will help us. Hello, good morning.
This is Skype.
This guy, let's pick it. Hello? We
gone.
lost it. Let's pick one of these calls.
Let's pick this one.
Leadership. Hello?
Hello, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yeah. I want to know also, is it anybody that call for as a God call for a leadership?
Is it anybody that what?
Is it even, how would I put it? Is it like this our leader now from our passenger?
You can speak in your local language if it will make you more comfortable.
No. As in, from our passenger government.
Yes.
So, good luck.
Yes.
Are they got called to come as a leader in the country? Because to compare as the time of Awolowo.
Yes.
When you are saying that good, the government was good. To compare what we are seeing now.
Yes.
Leadership in the country.
Yes.
I don't think these people that call us to come and lead as a country.
Only God. You know, some of our pastors say God tells them everything. Like the one who said to tell you that you have to suffer more before it will get better. You can ask him. I have his number. You can call and ask him. Ask him to. I can't somebody to come and say God told him that it will get worse before it gets better. It can't get any worse than what we are in now. Eh? Okay, I think I can take one more call.
Yes,
can I?
We have space, yes.
You have space, okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
Yeah, Akin Shoba is my name.
Yes.
You see, what is happening in Nigeria today?
Yes.
We no longer have committed leaders like people like Obafemi Awolowo. But we have political investors. So in that respect, they are all capitalist intended politicians. They are not there to serve us. So do not expect anything better, even in the present administration, because their policies are not of social. It is more of capitalist nature.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Akinshoba. Is this Akinshoba from Sulere?
I think he's gone.
He's gone. Okay, I got to go. I really got to go. I'll be back here. I'd like to thank Sheriff for being here with me. And also another happy birthday to Pa Nosegbe. Keep that thing cold until I get there. Okay. And so I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing, 7:30 in the morning and 9 o'clock. Both times with Sheriff. When I go tomorrow, I'm going to bring in, by the way, I forgot, I'm going to bring in a cook that I met on Facebook. He cooks Igbo food. Jane Akwani introduced him to all of us. Do you I need to get the swallow ready?
They will have everything sorted now.
You think he will bring the soup here?
I don't know.
Which swallow do you think?
I don't know. So I would think maybe a Dikai Kong or...
He's an Igbo cook now. He will bring Ofe
Sala. Ishewu.
Well, if he brings this here, do you think he's listening?
I think he's listening.
I don't want to ask him to bring, but if he brings this here, what's the other one? Ugba. What's Ukwobi? If he brings that one, do you know it will be a pleasant surprise? But you know he won't bring it. I'll see you all tomorrow.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens.